Hey YouTube, Slip On Queen here. Just want to get on here today and I wanted to do a first impression / review of some of the brand new palettes I have in my collection. These are the MUA professional palettes that you can find at your local CVS. So the ones that I have to do swatches of for you guys today is the Metallica shadow palette. I have one in the Smoky Eye. And I have the Nude Eye. I don't know if there's any more palettes that they have at CVS. I know that these were the three that are in mine. I found these on sale this week. They're $8 on sale at CVS this week. I did do a CVS haul showing some bargain makeup that I found, and these were featured in it. So if you just watch some of my videos, that video will be in there. But these were on sale for $8 a piece this week at CVS, which was such a great buy. I was so excited to get a hold of these. These are normally like a $14 palette, so I was really excited to get it for $8. So I'm going to do some swatches of these so I can show you guys if they're powdery, if they're chalky, if they're good quality. I just wanted to get on here and just give you like a first impression of them on what I think so far. So let's go ahead and open these up. So the first one I'm going to review is the Metallica. If I can get it out of its box. There we go. So the palette looks like this when you get it out of the box. And it does have a little sticker on it, so let me break the seal real quick. Okay, so when you open the palette, you do get a little mirror right up here at the top. And then you get 10 shadows, and you do get a brush, which doesn't look like a real bad quality brush, but you do get a nice brush. It's not dual-ended, it's just one side. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and swatch these colors for you guys. We'll do the first two. There's the black and the brown shade that's in the palette. Then we're going to do the purple shade and this like kind of like grayish color. So there's the swatches of the first four colors, and they're actually pretty pigmented, and they don't feel really chalky. They actually have like kind of a nice feel to them. Like they almost feel kind of creamy when I swatched them. So now we're going to do the next ones. Oh, that green one's beautiful. Okay, so there's the green and the blue, which they're very pigmented, guys. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Those are beautiful together. I cannot wait to try this palette out. Alright, so then the next two colors is like a lighter brown and then a darker. These are so pigmented, guys. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, I would definitely say that they're well worth more than $8. And that's how much they're on sale for this week at CVS. So definitely take advantage of this, guys. If you have a CVS nearby, definitely take advantage of this, because that's a really good buy for this palette. Alright, and then the last two colors is almost like a taupey color, even though it's kind of coming off green on the actual camera. But there's your white and almost like a, well, it's almost kind of a goldish color when you swatch it. It's really pretty. It kind of looks taupey in the actual palette itself, but it looks different whenever you swatch it. So it's really beautiful, and I really recommend this. This is a really great palette that I've just swatched. I think it's going to be a great one. I can't wait to do an eye look with it. Yeah, I definitely love that one. Okay, so I do want to do one thing though before I go into the next one. I've never actually done with the brush, so let's just do one of the shadows with the brush and I'll apply it to my hand. We're going to do this purple shade, this one right here, that one right there. So I got some on the brush. And when you apply it with just the brush, I mean, you have to build it up. That's what you get pigment wise if you just use the brush. Now if I swatch it, you do get more pigment off of it, like the pigment. This one over here is where I swatched it. And then the other one over here is where I use the brush. So it is going to make a difference, you know, swatching it with your fingertip and then actually using a brush to apply it. But I think if you use a primer, you should be okay, because the primer will help it, the color pop, and it'll help with the pigmentation. So that was the Metallic Eye palette. Now we're going to do the Smoky Eyeshadow palette. They have these little seals on them. I have to break them apart real quick. I normally have my little knife with me so I can cut everything open, but I didn't bring it with me. So hopefully I can get this thing open. Don't y'all hate when you get packaging and it's just so hard to open? Okay, I only got it open, guys. Alright, so we have 10 shadows in here just like the other one. But this one is your smoky eye. So it's going to be your darker shades and stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll do the blues. You have a darker blue and then almost like a silverish blue. That's what it looks like. Then we have a black shade and almost like a charcoal color. So there is the first 4 shades, which that blue one right there in the middle is absolutely stunning. I love that. And the black's not really bad either. I know a lot of times you get palettes that have like black shades that are really patchy. That actually come out really well when I swatched it, so I'm excited for that one. Alright, now we have like this almost like a, it looks almost like a dark, like burgundy color or something, but it swatches off brown, like a brownish shade. Then we have an actual brown shade, and then we have almost like a champagne color, which those are really pretty. I don't even know if you can see the champagne color. It's below this, like, but you can kind of see it a little bit right there. It's really pretty. Alright, and let's go ahead and do the last 2 on this palette. They're very pigmented, guys. These are very pigmented shadows. And those are the last 2 shades, and I will swatch them right below the other ones. And these are so light you can barely see them. I have swatched them right here and right there. You can barely see them though, because they blend in really well, but those are definitely colors you could use like on the brow bone and stuff when you're doing an eye look, since they're so light. But overall, this is a really nice palette. I really like this one. I don't do a lot of smoky eyes, but I am excited to experiment with these palettes. They were a really good buy. $8 is a great buy for a palette like this, so I was really excited for that. So let's go ahead and get the last one out. And the last palette that we have here is the MUA Professional Nude Eye. Let me go ahead and break the seal on this one so it'd be easier to get into. If I'd known they were going to be that hard, I would have already broke the seal on them all. Okay, so there is the Nude Eye. It's really pretty. All your neutral shades in it. So you have 10 shadows. That's what it looks like without the glare on it. Alright, so we're going to start with the lighter colors first. So there's the first 2 shades. And when you swatch them, they're really pretty. They're really light. That one shade that's almost like a gold shade is really light. But like I said, I am starting with the lighter shades. So here is the other 2. It's more of your white shade with your like tan color. Let me wipe these off. So those were the lighter end of the palette. Now we're working into the darker shades. So now we're going to do almost like a taupey brown and then almost like a bronze a little bit. Oh, those are beautiful. And then we're going to do the darker brown. That almost has like a copper undertone, and then more of a taupey color. Isn't that beautiful? Those are beautiful. These colors right here are absolutely stunning. I could definitely do an eye look with those colors right there. That's beautiful. And they go on so smooth. That's what I love about it. They're very pigmented and they go on really smooth. Okay, so now we got 2 more colors in this palette that I wanted to go ahead and swatch. And that is the black and kind of like a, I don't know, like a brownish shade. And wow, those just went on perfectly. Look at that. There's like really no patchiness to it. That's beautiful. Wow. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, these are not powdery to me. Like, I've just swatched them. There wasn't like any kick up from that. But I am going to try this palette with the actual brush too. Because as you've seen on the first palette, the metallic palette, it didn't pick up a whole lot of product with the brush itself. So we're going to try this gold shade right here. And there is a little bit of powder that comes off when you do use the brush. But that's what it looks like if you use the brush. So you're still getting a lot of pigmentation from it. It's just, I would not prefer to use this brush. I actually have a lot of eye brushes, like eyeshadow brushes and stuff I would use instead. But this is a good one if, you know, you don't have any other actual brushes to use. So that works well. You can still use it and still get a great eye look with it, I'm sure. But I wanted to get on here today and kind of do some swatches of these and kind of give you an idea of like the way the shadows feel. They really feel kind of creamy as you were like swatching them and stuff. But they're really beautiful. Like, look at those. They're just really stunning. I love them. I'm really impressed with this. I was very excited to get these for such a good deal. And like I said, I do have a video where I showed my CVS deals on these palettes that I got. I also scored this week, and I'm actually going to show this as well in the video. The Physician Formula Matte Collection Quad Eyeshadow. This one is in Canyon Classics. I did get this for free this week with coupons and extra bucks, which if you watch that video, I will link it in a card above so you can watch that video. So in case you want to go get these deals, you can get them before they end. Saturday night is the last time I think you can do these deals because Sunday it starts over, brand new deals. So we're going to do the Matte Collection Quad from Physician Formula. This is what it looks like. Just basic. And it has a little mirror up the top just like the MUA ones do. And it has a little applicator and 4 shadows. So let's go ahead and swatch these. Oh, and these feel really buttery. There's the first 2 shades. These feel so buttery, guys. They don't feel powdery. Well, that's crazy. I would think that these would be powdery, like just if I just was looking at them. But they're not. So look at that. That is your matte shades. You do have 2 lighter ones in the middle that you don't really see as well, but if you use a primer with these will definitely show up more on your eye. And because primer helps your eyeshadow from creasing, it gives more of a pop to your eyeshadow, makes it stay on longer. It does a lot of stuff, guys, and these are actually really nice. So I'm going to use the applicator, which I never use. I always use a brush, but I'm going to actually swatch it onto my hand using the applicator. And we're going to use the dark shade they have in here, which is the brown shade. And just applying this to my hand here, I feel like when you swatch it with your hand, you're getting more pigmentation. But that's what it looks like if you use the applicator. So you are still getting, you know, pretty good pigmentation from it. But I feel like when you do fingertip swatches, you get more of a pop of color. So I am going to use the applicator on all the colors so you guys can see. Because I definitely want you to see what it looks like if you're using fingertip swatches and when you're actually using either an applicator of some sort. So let's get this last color swatched. So you're still getting pigmentation no matter what. But I feel like when you use the applicator, you definitely need to build it up. But that is what it looks like with the applicator. So you could build it up and make it even better, and even use a primer and it'll make more pop of a color. So I'm very impressed with this. For this being free with my extra bucks and coupons, I'm very impressed to have this, and I love that it's all matte because I don't have a lot of matte palettes and stuff. So I'm very excited for that, and I wanted to get on here today and give you like a first impression slash review and some swatches and stuff so you guys can see it yourself. And I've got to say, overall I'm really impressed with these. Got a great deal on them, and I love the way that they when they swatch them, how they feel. They don't feel powdery. They actually feel almost like a little bit of a creaminess to them. Like, they're really nice. I still think my favorite out of all these was this one here, the metallic. I just love all those colors in it, and that green is absolutely stunning. I love that green. That green is so beautiful. So definitely wanted to go on here today, share this with you guys, and show you the MUA palettes and also the Physician Formula Quad. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thanks. Bye.